In today's video, we're going to talk about how to actually, properly, finally start attracting true unconditional love into your life. So we're going to talk about how to stop chasing after love, 3 things you can do to start to attract love into your life. And at the very end, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So make sure to stay to the end of the video so you don't miss out. Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, my name's Lucy, and this is Ken, by the way. And on this channel, I share all kinds of things about personal development, spirituality, and how to become the best version of you. Like I said in the introduction, today's video is all about how to stop chasing love, how to flip your vibration around the right way so that you become a magnet for love. And so that you are treated with love, and so that you can be surrounded by wholesome, unconditional, respectful, loving relationships. Now, the first thing for us to look at is, I think pretty much everyone who's watching this video is pretty familiar with the law of attraction, right? If not, very quick overview is that the law of attraction is a law of this universe which basically states that we don't attract what we want unless we are on the same vibrational frequency as it. So if you want more love, you got to match the vibration of being more love. If you want more money, you got to match that vibration of knowing that you are valuable and putting out things into the universe that bring value to others. So a lot of people send me messages saying, how can I manifest a text message from this person? How can I get this person to fall in love with me? How can I, find my soulmate? I feel really, really lonely and I really need that person in my life. I understand that it must be a painful way to be feeling. I felt like that many times back in the day until 6 years ago when I changed my dialogue, changed my beliefs about myself, changed my beliefs about love, and very quickly attracted the most perfect soul partner, life partner into my reality, who, as timing would have it, fell in love with me at the same time as I fell in love with him. Now, to some people, the idea of finding someone who's a perfect match, who loves you and you love them back and you're so compatible, that seems like a really far away, impossible thing. But let me tell you, when you get a few things in your vibration in the right place, then it's very easy for that kind of magic to come into your life because when you're on the same frequency as pure love, you start to bring it into your life. So going back to these messages from people who are saying, I feel really lonely, how do I get this person to like me? Let's look at what kind of vibration those people are currently at emotionally. So what kind of vibes are they putting out? What kind of emotions are they feeling? We could use words like feeling lonely, feeling sad, feeling desperate, feeling fearful of being on their own. Now, if any of you are familiar with this scale where you can see what is a high vibrational frequency and what is a low vibrational frequency, you can see that fear and shame and anger and grief, all of these kinds of emotions are very low vibrational frequencies. And of course, if you're on that vibe, you're going to attract more things that are in alignment with where you're at. Meaning that if you're feeling desperate, lonely, sad, frustrated, you're going to continue to step into a reality where everything agrees with that. So the first thing that we must do is we must flip it round. We must flip the coin. It's the same coin. We just got to start looking at the other side of the coin. Let's think. So an easy way to get from there to there is to think about, how do you believe that you will feel if you had this perfect person in your life? We can reverse engineer it, right? I imagine that the reason why a lot of people crave having a partner in their life is because it will make them feel more whole, more complete, more lovable, more loved, more happy. Right. Those are the kind of feelings that we imagine we will feel when we have this perfect relationship in our life. So therefore, how the law of attraction works is you must be that to attract that. You must raise your vibration up to being like that as you are right now before you get that from anybody else. Now, for a lot of people, this might be brand new information, because what a lot of people do, and it's a mistake, is they look for the external validation of others to make them feel complete, or they hope that somebody else will fill them up because they're currently not filling themselves up. Okay, but we need to take back control. If this is your current situation, you need to take back control. Stop giving your power away. Stop relying your happiness, depending your happiness on other people. And instead, practice working on being that now, filling yourself up with love, completing yourself, healing those wounds, being on the vibration of love, being in love with yourself. Falling in love with every little thing and every big thing in your life. Okay, I could drink this cup of tea and be totally unappreciative and be like, yeah, whatever, tea, gotta drink it, need the energy, blah, blah, blah. Or I could look at this cup of tea and go, I'm so in love with this tea. It just feels like a hug in a mug. And look at this. Did you know this mug says, I love Beijing? Oh, how lovely. I'm drinking a cup that is actually made with love. And when I drink this, it makes me feel so good. And I've treated myself to having this nice cup of tea. It feels like a nice moment that I was able to do something for myself. It's comforting. It makes me feel good, right? And you can do that with absolutely everything in your life. Wear clothes that make you feel loved. Listen to music that you love. Do things that you love. Fill up your own cup. Fill up your own life with love. It makes perfect sense, right? When people are operating the majority of the day from a place of fear, oh, what if this doesn't happen? What if I don't get that? What if I'll never find? Blah, 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 blah. Then that is exactly, you know that what you're going to be manifesting. So get into the frequency of love. Be like a little kid. Skip around. All you need is yourself. All you need is your own imagination and your own imaginary friends, right? And learn to feel lovable, loved, and complete as you are. Those of you who are new to my channel may have not actually looked back at my first few uploads onto this channel. Pretty much the first videos on this channel, I created a 7-part series called 7 Days to Self-Love. It's a little bit old school because you'll see what I was like 2 years ago, and I've probably changed a little bit and evolved since then. But I still believe that what I shared in that 7-part series would be valuable for anyone who would like a little bit more support and a helping hand to get you onto that frequency of more self-love. So I'll link it above, and I'll also put it in the description below so that you guys can visit that video series after this one. So the first thing we talked about was moving away from that desperate vibe and moving forwards into that in love vibe. Then we've talked about the fact that it's important to love yourself, filling up your own cup so that more people see you as this lovable being, because you are emitting a frequency of the fact that you love yourself and that you are lovable, that you believe that you are lovable and that you are complete with or without anyone else. Check this out. One of my mentors says that, you know, when you talk about, oh yeah, this is my other half, everyone uses that expression. It's a very common expression here in the UK. But at the same time, 2 halves make 0, whereas 2 wholes make infinity. Okay? And I would say that it's one thing, you know, this video might be more about how to attract love in the first place, how to like get that person to be interested in you. But in my opinion, from having now been in a really solid, evolving, loving relationship for over 6 years, the reason why we have stood the test of time, and I believe we will stand the rest of time for the rest of our lives, is because we are 2 complete people. We complement each other, we support each other, we evolve together, but we are not 2 halves, we are 2 wholes. And that is very, very important. It means that when one of you is away on a holiday or one of you is out with friends, the other one isn't feeling like half of themselves is missing. Okay? It means that you can actually support each other and doing the things that the other one loves rather than holding each other back just because you want to hold on to them to make yourself feel complete. This is really, really important. So it's not just, this step to becoming more whole and complete and in love with yourself is not just so that you can get them. It's so that you can maintain a beautiful, whole, complete, loving relationship with them. The third thing to share with you on today's video is that a lot of people have their mind set on one specific person. They've got a crush on them or they're infatuated by them and they want to try and make this person love them. Love me, love me. This sort of obsessive, desperate vibe where you think that this person who currently isn't interested in you, you want to find a way to manipulate them to love you. I know I'm sounding a bit harsh, but is that not true? Is that not how some people operate? Maybe some of you can relate to this if you're completely honest with yourselves. Now, if you are desperately trying to get this person to like you and they aren't really liking you back, the most important thing to bear in mind when it comes to relationships is not this sort of like feeling loved and making yourself feel better by this person reciprocating your love. Love should be about finding a partnership with someone. Hello, fly. Love should be about finding a partnership with someone who you are compatible with. There's a big difference between being physically attracted to someone or being, a little bit excited by someone's presence and with actually being compatible to live, to coexist, to grow, to love, to laugh with this other person. So if you're, desperately trying to get someone to like you and they don't really like you back, you need to ask yourself, maybe, am I not compatible with this person? And a fear that comes up with a lot of people is like, oh, but if this person doesn't love me, then, what if I never find love? Once again, that's coming from totally the wrong side of the coin. That's coming from a place of desperation and lack of self-belief and lack of self-love. Come on, there's almost 8 billion. Is there 8 billion people on this planet? 7 billion? 8 billion? Something like that. There's billions of people on this planet, right? I mean, even if your love is 1 in a million, that means that there's 8 million human beings on this planet right now who are potentially the perfect fit for you. I think that's the right maths. I'm from the UK, so I think a billion is a million. So that means that there's 8 million people who are compatible with you. Can we just appreciate that for a second? So it might be that the universe is actually saying to you, I love you so much. I know that you are currently attracted to this human being and you think that you would be happier if they were different and if they loved you, which they might not love you. But maybe the universe has much, much better plans for you. Much better plans. The people who I remember in my past who I used to have a crush on and who didn't like me back, now that I've moved on, I would never want to have been in a relationship with them. They were totally incompatible with me. I fancied them a little bit, but that doesn't mean that they were the person who I could grow old with and have life adventures with and create memories with. All of their values were completely different to mine, and their priorities were completely on other things that, I don't believe in. So what if, instead of pining over one person in particular, you leave it down to the universe and you stay open? You stay open to the fact that the universe is actually conspiring on your behalf. And if you just stop focusing on that one person, that perhaps you'd see that the universe is trying to link you up with one or more people who are totally, utterly perfect for you, who would adore you, respect you, evolve and grow with you, laugh with you, create perfect memories with you. Meanwhile, while you're focused on one person and trying to get them to love you, you could be potentially wasting your time and energy. We have our plans, and then the universe, God, Allah, whoever you like to connect to, they have a plan that is much, much bigger and in your personal interest. We only set our goals, we only set our dreams and desires based on the experiences that we've had up until now. So if you've lived in a city and you've come across X number of thousands of people and you've decided that that is the person that's meant for you. But meanwhile, the universe knows that there's this whole other life that is more appropriate to you and everything that you want. You've just not even come across it yet. So therefore, you can't even dream about it yet. I always think it's very interesting that on my journey to manifestation, I have manifested a lot of things that I've actually been specific about, and now they've shown up in my life. But then on top of that, especially when I've stayed open to it, there have been blessings from the universe, opportunities of things to do and places to go and people to meet that were never on my list of things that I wanted to happen, but much better than that. So especially when you're staying open and you're staying on a vibration of love as much as possible and trust as much as possible, things beyond your wildest dreams can start to appear into your reality. So on that note of compatibility, whatever you do, do not change yourself from being who you authentically are in order to try and appeal to somebody else. Because even if you do attract them by being inauthentically not who you are, then after a while, if you do get into a relationship with that person, how do you think you're going to be able to sustain and maintain that fake identity? And even if you do fake it for 10 years, 15 years, pretending to be a version of yourself that you're not, just so that they like you, what do you think that's going to do to you? How do you think that's going to destroy who you truly are when you are going years without being your authentic version of you? So, before we go, the giveaway. Today, I'm giving away a lifetime subscription to my step-by-step personal development program, 1% Better Every Day. Basically, I've created a program where you receive messages tailored to you, tailored to your goals, tailored to what you want to manifest into your life. And they pop up on your phone, a message from me to you every single day to help you get one step closer each and every day. Sometimes we want to get to the top of the mountain immediately, but the only way to reach the top of any mountain is to take one step at a time and to progress 1% each day. That is why I've found that this 1% Better Every Day program I've created has been so beneficial to so many people. So if you want to enter the giveaway to receive your lifetime subscription, there's a few things you need to make sure you've done. Step 1, make sure that you've hit the subscribe button and rung the bell. Step 2, make sure you've hit the thumbs up button. Step 3, comment below your name, what part of the world you're from, and a way to contact you. It could either be your email address or an Instagram handle, whatever you prefer, so that I can contact the winner. I will be choosing the winner at random using a generated thing where, it just generates the winner for me, and I will be getting in touch with that winner in 10 days from the day that this is uploaded. If you've missed the giveaway, you can always subscribe to 1% Better Every Day. The link is in the description below. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching. And remember, the best thing you can do to attract more love into your life is work on filling yourself up with so much love, falling in love with life, and being open to trusting the process that the universe, God, Allah, whoever you connect to, has got the most beautiful plan in place for you that's potentially much bigger and much better than that person who you might currently have a bit of a crush on. Until next time, bye!